Back when I was a kid, or, well, a younger kid, although, if we're looking at, like, Barnes & Nobles to say about me now, I'm a young adult who must eventually face the crushing realities of living paycheck to paycheck, trying to feed a kid I'd never wanted with the woman I realized I never loved. I played a game called Neopets. Well, like, me and everyone else in the first or fourth grade. What I never learned at that time, though, was this is one of the most realistic economic simulators of all time. Let's start off with looking at the ruins of my company. Back in the day, I was a legitimate small firm. I had training partners, customers, suppliers, and competition. Check out that bank. Let's take a look back to what 8-year-old me should have pulled this off. Basically, I started off by having my cost represented by the ATC here being over my price. I wasn't, the smartest kid. But eventually over time, I learned that to make my profit, I had to sell things for more than it cost me to do it. And by the time I figured that out, we hit about the equilibrium of the market. I mean, it was a zero-sum game, no one was earning any profits or anything, it was just, you had to do something special. But if you caught on yet, this was 100% perfect competition. There were thousands of sellers, thousands of buyers, low entry barrier. Anyone could have just waited to farm out those items to sell for a greater price. We all had that similar product, like everyone was selling the same items, basically just different prices and different availabilities. Everyone was a price taker, like everyone just had to see this is how much this is worth, that's what I'm going to charge for it. There were times where you would shut down or exit, and those were just like how big commodity markets like coffee or tea, they are not able to change their prices drastically just because of the fact that there's an established price and there's not much they can change about their own product. Back when I was playing it, I didn't even realize, but there were even monopolies in this game. Let's take a look at the Darrigan Sword of Death. There is one man out there who has the ability to create them for being the first person to beat whatever, who knows. But when we get down to it, he is the true definition of a monopoly, of being the one sole person who can produce something. He has no competition. He's got a product unlike whatever can be sold anywhere. He is a total price maker. And he's got the world's largest entry barrier. Well, literally, it's an unstoppable wall. You can't stop him. So, let's take a look at monopolistic competition through the items Illucent Staff and the Wand of the Dark Fairy. The thing is, there's a large amount of people that can produce one or the other. No one produces both. So here's the deal. When you get one, you basically don't get the other. There is, a decent number of sellers, but there is high seller entry barriers to get to one. There is a decent product differentiation of name, and I don't know, I haven't played it in a while. They're somewhat different, I know. But the big deal is the competition of, these are two things going directly against each other, basically. We have big company examples like that in the real world, like Intel or Nvidia, due to the fact that they make similar products that have different specifications based on what machine you want to build. Now, for a look at oligopoly, let's look at two interconnected items, the Rainbow Scorched Stone and the Super Attack Pea. Now, these things have a decent barrier to entry, and there's only a few sellers of both. But the thing is, you get one product, you generally want the other. So, if someone produces a low amount of this product, the other person producing will also want to make a low amount of the product. Or if they both make a high product, you might want to do both high. So you both get the largest benefit you can, because you want to buy both, not one separately. So, while they do have competition in a way, you could buy another item over this one, these people have a synergy in a way. One item causes another one to get bought. However, do look in the real world at competing companies instead of working together, like train stations. You get on one company of train, you're not going to get on the other. Think about Amtrak, BNSF Railway, CSX Transportation, Kansas City Southern Railway, Norfolk Southern Railway, Union Pacific Railroad. Listen, I only know so many train stations. Let's be honest. How many can you name? Less than 6, I'm guessing? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video today, and in conclusion, basically the fastest way to look at your market structure is to break it down by first the amount of firms you have, and then your product. Maybe that'll change your mind, because everyone always thinks about the product first, but first let's think about the company and how many there are out there. So, well, I guess I'll be seeing you, and, well, I'll be in the classroom if you're hearing this directly in a classroom, potentially. Although I have found out that other teachers sometimes use my work, so... Hello, students, you are talking directly to the author of this video. Unless, you know, you aren't. Then... Whoops. See ya.